Hi everyone, Dave Mitchell from Bayview Renovations, and it's the end of week one of our Ithica Road project in Frankston South, and the end of the first week was action-packed. The boys did so well getting all of this done. Once again, so proud of the guys. They just rip in and get it done. So, look, I'll just pop back this way a little bit at the moment. So, if you remember in the before video, this was actually a toilet. It was actually a separate toilet. So there was a door there, walked into the toilet. It was its own room. And then you'd walk through here into the bathroom. In fact, the door was not on the left there. It was more towards the middle here. And so what the boys have done, or what we did, we pulled the wall out between the toilet and the bathroom, which you can see there. So you can see that wall has been removed. If I just walk into the bathroom quickly, you can see here that small area there where that little window was. Obviously, that was where the old toilet was. That is now the new shower. So you can see we have rebuilt the entire floor within that space. We have a strip grate that will run the whole length of that wall there. So all the fall goes away from the door into the waste. And whenever you're building a shower, that's what you want to do. You want the strip grate or the waste on the opposite side of wherever the door is. Obviously, the door would be here. It's going to be there, and it will open out this way. So the other thing that we did, we reframed that wall. You can see we've got that lintel across there under the window. And that's our big niche in the shower for our bottles and whatever the client would like to put in there. We've framed in there as well. And then, of course, as required, we have framed the old doorway in, and the boys, you can see also the packers on the walls everywhere. That's because all those walls have been straightened, ready for plaster. If we look back this direction, you'll see here we've moved the door. It used to be sort of more in the middle here, and it was a swinging door that used to swing out into the middle of the room. So what we did, we put a sliding cavity door there, sliding back that way, and that then created space over here for our vanity, wall-hung vanity, and then with enough room on the end to have towels at 1800 high and a metre high, so that hang in the space at the end of the vanity. With this vanity, because of the cavity door, we could only put our water and waste pipe in the wall on the left-hand side of the vanity. So what we did, we've put an offset bowl and mixer and spout off the wall, and then that's enabled us also to put in that space there our shaving cabinet. And it's going to look unreal. And I actually really like offset basins on vanities. I think that it provides more usable space for makeup and other things like that, especially on just a 1500 long vanity. Once you get a bigger vanity, it doesn't make too much difference, but 900, 1200, 1500, I think offset's really good. That's just my personal opinion. So I think that's going to look really well, and you'll see it in the finished project, in a couple of weeks' time. So you can see here we've reframed nearly the whole wall there above that cavity door. Obviously non-load bearing walls, so not too much was required there in relation to structural integrity of the carpentry work. And then on this side, we've got our bath. So it's a beautiful, big, freestanding bath there that's back to wall, just on two sides. Sits just inside the shower screen on this side, and then leaves 900mm for the toilet on that side. And it fits beautifully between the window. So we didn't have to touch any of those load-bearing studs on that window wall. And you can see here, we've got our niche above the bath, and our mixer and spout here. Perfectly located center of the bath. We've also, on this side here where the in-wall cistern is, we've actually reframed that to suit that in-wall cistern. The client changed their mind a little bit late in the piece, but we were able to accommodate that change, and we got that there in for her, and I think that's a great addition. I love in-wall cisterns. They look great. In the old days, I didn't like to install them because if anything went wrong, you couldn't get to them and all that, but that's the old days. These days, the Gerber brand are pretty much bomb-proof. So our electricians have been through and they have rewired everything. So you can see here, PowerPoint, you've got a PowerPoint here. Externally, you've got one that goes inside the shaving cabinet. You've got a down light here. You've also got the sensor light for the LED strip light that comes on underneath the vanity. And then on this side here, we've moved our light switches to here as well. And I think that's all for electrical, other than just our heat fan light unit here. And then he's doing some other work, which is additional work for the client in the rest of the house. Last but not least, we've done all the plumbing. So you can see I've spoken already about the toilet point, the bath point, the shower mixer here, and the rose for the shower head is there. And then on this side here, of course, we've got our water points for our vanity. And then they've done the waste points. So redid all of the waste here for the shower, and of course our bath and our toilet, and then our vanity. So that's all been renewed as well. You can see all the red and black water lines. Basically everything was cut out and renewed. So you can see here our feed coming in there. It was cut pretty much from the feed that came in from the outside. The hot water system is just on the other side of that wall there. So that's really short now on the outside. So all that copper's gone, and then we cut out most of the copper that was in underneath the floor. It was just an absolute mess. So we've really fixed things up a lot for the client. Old houses like these do need everything replaced. It's just the best thing to do, and we always tend to just rip it out and start again. So tomorrow, all the boys, now that the plumbing, electrical and everything has been completed, the boys are going to put the flooring back in. I think there's 1 or 2 walls still to straighten. You can see these ones to straighten. You can see this packer here to straighten the wall. So I think they've only got 1 or 2 walls that they need to straighten before plastering. And they've got to put the floor down, so the yellow tongue flooring, and then the tile underlay's got to go down as well. And then obviously finish the door. We picked up the new door this morning, so that'll get put into the cavity. We'll make sure that cavity's all nice and tight and put in. We've also purchased and picked up the architraves and skirting boards required today as well. So yeah, that's all happening. We've got all our insulation here, so the boys will put that in as well. So there's the new door over there. Here's all the tile underlay. We've got some of the paint here. A little bit of other additional work. We removed the degas and removed the air conditioning unit, and yeah, centered the lights and put a wire for the fan as well. So that's all done too. So a fair bit done in week 1. Put it that way. So yeah, once again, proud of the boys, and we look forward to getting into it this week or next week. Cheers.